Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's June 2nd, 2023. We're here to talk about Apple real quick and how we can actually see that Apple currently is making all-time highs, or at least it's knocking on the door of making all-time highs as it is recording. So congratulations to those who was able to profit off of this fantastic move of 2023. The first half has been fantastic for Apple. The market has literally garnered around, 45% profit for the first 6 months of 2023. And as everyone was running scared and saying that a recession is here, that inflation is going to blow out of proportion, Apple is nearing all-time highs. So like I said, and I will continue to say, is don't focus on what people say, focus on what they do. And the price chart is the collective entity that is giving us everyone's perceptions, not just one person, not just one individual, not just one business, not one Wall Street analyst, everybody. That is why I only focus in on the price chart, because it tells me what the majority, and in some cases the minority, is thinking about a stock and its price action. So here, you guys can see I did a price prediction in Apple all the way back here on the 24th of May. Now, I was looking for the price to go down. I'll keep straight. Now, the market didn't go down. So yeah, this price prediction did not go the way that I expected it to go. I didn't win on this one, and it will happen to you as well. You're not going to win 100% of the time, because if so, you'll be a trillionaire and probably be the richest person, even above Elon Musk. So let me go ahead and get rid of this price prediction. It didn't work out, but let me show you something else though. That Apple may not be finished with going higher. I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and read this price prediction here first. If I were to get on the market right now in Apple, I'm down 5 3/4. Cool. Let me let that go down, because if I don't, and if I still suspect that Apple is going to go higher, I need to let this go, because if I don't, I'm going to increase that 5 3/4 to a larger amount, and I don't want to do that. Now, let me show you something. This is the daily chart in Apple, right? And I identified this $176 price as resistance, meaning that this is where the sellers are. This is where the market sellers were ready to sell their Apple stock in the market, right? I was anticipating that was going to happen. So when you look at the volume, take a look. Charts don't lie. Look at that. May 31st, 2023, right? Would you agree that this volume bar is standing out at you? Yes, I would agree the same thing. Something went on that day. Someone somewhere decided to be active in Apple. Now, when you look at that volume, you have to look at the type of price bar as well. You got to combine them both. And when you saw right there on May 31st, the price in Apple was able to go as high as $179.35. Okay, it was able to do that, but it couldn't sustain it. It closed on the 31st of May at $177.25. Why would that be? Think about it. You can only get 2 transactions in any stock. 2, buy, sell. That's it. So that would be indicative of, would you agree, more selling going on into the market in Apple? I hope you do agree, because that's exactly what happened. And it happened even here on the 30th of May. Look at where the price bar closed. Pay attention to these things. It's a science. You have to understand, what do these price bars mean? So the market was selling on these 2 days, right? But then you get to the 1st of June. The market went up instead, and it closed at the high end of the bar. So that tells us that all of the selling that occurred on the 30th of May and the 31st of May did not impact. Somebody was still massively bullish in Apple. That's why the price didn't go down. Even with all of this volume, it still could not let price go lower. So that tells you how bullish and how strong the market is in Apple. That is the reason as to why we can still see price in Apple go higher. Now, inevitably, we can see this stop at any moment. Like I said, we've already seen Apple's price give us 45%, right? We've already seen the market go up 45%. So that time for us to continue to see Apple go higher, maybe waning. We might begin to see it go away because we're trading at all-time high areas now in Apple. Okay, so let me go ahead and give this resistance area because the market no longer is going to be acting as resistance at 176. If anything, that needs to be maintained as support. Now I'm going to focus on the trend line then. Okay, inevitably our attention needs to be focused on this trend line because whenever this trend line breaks, we need to have another conversation. Okay, until we see Apple's price break this trend line, the market inevitably is still bullish. Okay, that's it. Until we see the market in Apple do this, then we need to come through and have another conversation. And it might do that once it approaches this all-time high area, which is around what, $182.94, 183. The high for today has already came at 181.78. So we may not see the market in Apple continue to be as bullish as what we suspect it to be as of right now. Okay, now let me show you all Apple on the 2-day chart, and you guys can see right here, even though we do have an indicator of strength on this 2-day price bar, it is telling us how we closed that sellers also came into the market in Apple there. But with all of this volume on this last completed 2-day price bar, we still saw the market close at the high end. See that? So now nothing has changed in terms of this massive rally that Apple is currently on. Look at this on the 3-day chart. We have 6 hours and 20 minutes left on this current 3-day, and the market is still bullish. Okay, so what can we say? Here it is on the 5. We have 6 hours and 20 minutes left on this current 5-day price bar, and you guys can still tell that the market is still bullish as well. Here it is on the weekly. Take a look. 2 weeks. Now this is the reason, even 6 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, so anything can happen today because today's Friday. A lot of people like to get out their position at the end of a trading week because they don't understand or they don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. So they try to even out their positions and don't want to be exposed to anything that could shock the market. This could be the case in Apple because we look pretty good now, right? We're still bullish into the market in Apple right now. Here it is on the 3. Here it is on the 5. And let's take a look at this on the monthly chart. And nothing changed. Okay, so I will have to be in the same camp as those who are looking for Apple to go up. Only problem, since we're at all-time highs, we need to be careful. Okay, we may not see another trade like Nvidia. Like Nvidia completely broke out into all-time high territory, right? Take a look. You guys can see it. And I could tell you, even in Nvidia, this weakness and selling that came in on the 30th and 31st, that the buyers are still there. Nvidia is still bullish, but this is not that video for Nvidia. So let me get back to Apple. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to look forward to Apple going higher, but I will place a caveat on this price prediction, and it's going to be, I don't know how high it's going to go. We are about to embark on uncharted territory in Apple once it makes all-time highs. I don't know. Yeah. Now, I know some people may say you want to put on some Fibonacci retracements and all of this. Cool, I get it. But ultimately, when you're trading at prices that has never been traded before, expect some erratic behavior. Expect some increased volatility. Okay? So, we're going to look for the market in Apple to continue to be bullish, to continue to go up, and preferably on any movement to the downside. We want to see the buyers continue to show up and hold Apple's price at 176, no lower than 172. Okay, I'll even take it to 168, $168. So as long as Apple's price holds that, we're going to look for the market to go higher. Now, I cannot give you any price target because outside of the all-time high, because I don't know. But you could give me your thoughts. The comment section of this video is wide open. So go ahead and let us know what is your prediction. Okay? And I am done. Make sure you maintain profitability. And as always, trade different.